I want to confront you with something. In March 2009, the markets had truly hit rock bottom. Everyone was frozen with fear. The news was broadcasting disaster, and people had lost half of their savings. During that period, one of my students took 50,000 liras he had and put it into an investment. His family said he had lost his mind. His friends tried to talk him out of it, but he didn't care. He saw the opportunity, and today that money is worth approximately $590,000. My brothers and sisters, I have spent years both running my own real estate business and mentoring hundreds of students along this path. I'm not here to lie to you because my business is built on trust. Now I need to tell you this. A wealth transfer unlike anything seen throughout history is taking place. $124 trillion will change hands over the next 25 years. This is a number that exceeds the annual economic output of every country in the world combined. The baby boomer generation, those born between 1946 and 1964, controls 52% of all wealth in America. The youngest of this generation have now turned 62. This wealth will flow to their children, their grandchildren, and to charities. And as this money moves, massive waves will form across the economy. Real estate prices will shift. Investment markets will be reshaped from top to bottom, and entire sectors will grow. I am not telling you this as some abstract theory. I personally read these waves, I personally took positions, and I had my students take positions too. So how do ordinary people benefit from this transfer? Let me put it this way. After 2009, American markets grew by 900%. The number of millionaire households, which was 8.4 million in 2010, approached 24 million by the end of 2024. In 2024 alone, 1,000 people became millionaires every single day. Most of them were not people who got rich by selling companies. They were ordinary people who invested consistently every month, stayed in the market, and did not run away in panic. I always tell my students this: it is not those who flee when the market falls, but those who stay and go shopping who win. Goldman Sachs research sees that missing just the 10 best days in the market since 2009 drops annual returns from 17% down to 12%. Those best days come right after the days when everyone is most afraid. Now let us get to what this wealth transfer means for you. First, waiting for an inheritance is not a strategy. 62% of that 124 trillion is already concentrated in the hands of a small minority. But as the money moves, asset prices change, businesses grow, and opportunities open up. The real point is not to directly receive the money, but to be standing in the right place in the wave that money creates. Second, real estate plays a critical role in this process. I have invested in real estate for years, and I have realized this: a property purchased in the right location at the right time takes you to a completely different place within 10 years. Property values will rise significantly in cities where younger generations want to live. In retirement regions where boomers are concentrated, supply will increase and prices may be pressured downward. Reading geography is reading wealth. Third, the need for people to manage this wealth is going to explode. Financial planning, tax advisory, inheritance law, property management. Massive growth is coming in all of these areas. I prepared my students for these fields and I have seen their success. It is not only the heirs who will capture the opportunity of this transfer, but also those who produce services throughout this process. Fourth, consistent investing and patience are still the most powerful weapons. $500 a month at 10% annual return reaches $665,000 in 25 years. If you raise that to $1,000, you arrive at $1.3 million. You do not need to wait for an inheritance to become a millionaire. You simply need to enter the system and stay in it. I am not speaking empty words when I tell you this. I say it as an investor, as an educator, as someone who has witnessed the transformation of dozens of students. Just as Margaret in 2009 walked into the place everyone else was running away from, those who make the right move today will look back 20 years from now and say, that was the moment everything changed. That moment is now. $124 trillion is on the move. I want to see you at those levels.